The U.S. House of Representatives is mulling over a bill to reform the National Labor Relations Board. ALG's Rick Manning sat down with Georgia Representative Austin Scott under the watchful eye of University of Georgia's mascot to talk about this bill.
Tell me about the bill that you introduced.
Well, the bill's pretty simple. It takes away the judicial power of the NLRB, and the idea that an agency like the NLRB would be able to tell a company where they can or cannot expand is absolutely contrary to our American principles of free enterprise.
How does your legislation differ from Representative Tim Scott's legislation dealing with the Boeing issue?
Tim Scott's bill specifically said the NLRB did not have the authority to tell a company where they could relocate or expand. He's a great congressman and did a good job with his piece of legislation. This piece of legislation goes a little further and actually takes away all the judicial authority of the NLRB.
Isn't this just an attack on big labor?
Oh, it's not an attack on the men and women that are parts of the union. That's simply what some people from the left want to portray it as. The bottom line is, if you ask the average worker in the union what they think of the NLRB, they'll remember the times that the NLRB rulings have been political against them, and many of the union workers believe that they would be better served in the courts as well. So did the union bosses like it? Absolutely not. But the average person that works for the union, I think probably understands that they would be better served if the decisions that are made are made in the courts.
And Representative Scott is thanking ALG for its work on the bill.
I'll tell you, I don't think that the bill would be where it is without Americans for Limited Government. And certainly getting the economy back on track, having a smaller, more responsible government is one of the goals of Americans for Limited Government. And I can't thank them enough for their support in moving this legislation forward, and the knowledge that they provided, the information and the facts that they provided with regard to the NLRB and working with us on the language of the bill.